And I do believe we are live. Hello, hello, hello. It's Sunday. It's 8 o'clock. And obviously it's taken a bit of time to get into this live, because obviously I have to let other people know on social media, because I don't actually schedule these lives. So we'll just wait for a few people to join. Just checking my so obviously my laptop is down there, to your right, to my left, and straight ahead of me is my main screen. So if I'm looking down to your right, my left, it's because I'm looking at my laptop, which has my OBS, Streamlabs, all the technical stuff. So it's just to make sure everything is set up. Just going to step away from my laptop for a second. And I'm back. Please, obviously join in the chat. Interact, chat. Always nice to have people here. I see we have 3 viewers. Thank you for joining. Please do interact with the chat. You're more than welcome to be here. Happy to see you. It's decided. I'm going to try and build an Iron Warrior warband lord. So I've decided I'm going to try and build a Iron Warrior lord. I want him to look like he's in Mark II iron armour, or as close as he can be to. So I've got the right legs for him. I've got to think about the torso now. So what number does he come with? and 64. So I've got to find 63 and 64. Idea. I had an idea as well for what I want to do for his head. I'm going to give him a Mark II iron armour head. So we're going to find 63 and 64. Where's my blue? 63, 64. I have to keep saying that, otherwise I forget which number I'm thinking about. There's 63. That's pre-heresy. That's post-heresy. That's all pre-heresy stuff. Oh yeah. I need that. Hopefully number 64 is somewhere around here. That's pre-heresy. Get all the pre-heresy stuff out of the way so that I don't keep going through that. So I've got 63. Just trying to find these on the screws. I have to keep saying 64 in my head because if I don't, T5. they really do mean 64. Ah, 64, there we go. So before we do anything else, just trim there. I don't know, it's pretty solid. Hi Lacey. I decided to start building some more models. So I've just spent a few minutes trying to find the right parts, but we found them. So I'm gonna switch the playlist, and we're gonna switch the playlist. This is the new music I created. I'm really enjoying creating this type of, I think for this I am going to give it a pre-heresy helmet. I'm going to adapt the backpack so it looks a bit more pre-heresy as well. Unless, I think I used all the backpacks. Yeah, I used all the Mark II backpacks. But we can make this backpack look more Mark II. Just by cutting it down and gluing the vents much closer to the model. There we go. So that's a standard. Where my finger is in front of there, that is a standard Chaos Space Marine backpack, and I've cut it down to size so it's much more akin to the sort of power packs of the other Space Marines that I built yesterday. He says, dropping the piece on the floor. That's a nuisance. I didn't want to do that. It's a tiny piece as well. Oh well. Well, I've got enough backpacks I can sacrifice. I've got enough backpacks I can sacrifice one. Let me know what you think of the new music, by the way. I know it's not everyone's cup of tea, but so I've put in so I've now created something a bit closer to the Mark II backpack, which is shorter, which is narrower. Now I want to find out what arm that sword goes to. So 84 or 108. 84 or 108. Thank you, yes. Yeah, I created it today. There we go, 108. That'll do. Now, do I want it to have a sword or an axe? Yeah, it's... I guess I'm just finally embracing, you know, the caravan concept for Lord of War and Heartache. Here's the real irony. I've decided I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. This will be the real irony of the idea. Instead of giving him plasma pistol. I don't know about that. I'll show you the model so far. There we go. I'm gonna type this. There we go. Slight adjustment of the arm. Might just let that solidify a little bit. So let's see. Take off my cup teeth short. No, that's absolutely fine. No, I get that. My internet goes as well time to time. This one will have like an Iron Warrior shoulder pad. Yeah, atmospherics can affect it. That is correct. That is absolutely correct. But yeah, I've listed the titles of the tracks. They're all numbered, so this is number 17 out of 20. Cool, that would be cool, yes. Yeah, let me know. I'd love to go live with you. There we go. I haven't got the head in yet, but I've got the shoulder pads on. So I might just give a bit of extra glue just to seal the deal. There we go. Chaos Champion Mark II head. Just to seal the deal. People are going to say, why have you given it a loyalist? But that's the thing. It's my model. I can do what I want with it. There we go with the backpack banner. I think we might do a executioner as well. Yeah, got lurkers. Hello, hello, hello. Thank you for joining. Please, please, please do interact with the chat. You're more than welcome here. I'm building Warhammer 40,000 models whilst music plays in the background. So 104, 105, 106. So what I want is 104. Because I've got an idea. Luckily these are all numbered, you see, so there's 116. So I want 105. There's 104, which is a leg. Lost a few more subscribers today. I will say. It's a shame, but you know, can't please. You know. It's a shame, but such is life. such is life. Can't please everybody, I guess. Some might call me a one-trick pony, but hey, you know, can't please everybody. Yeah, it's disappointing because obviously I'd like to reach 1,000 and more, and you know, it won't be music all the time that I upload. It's just at the moment until I can get the project back up and running and get more people on board, you know, helping me out with the project. So them's the breaks, as the saying goes. Can't have everything, and to be honest, I like being a small channel. You know, I'm not pressured. I don't feel pressured to be something I'm not. And what you pretty much see here is pretty much what you get anyway. You know, you don't get any sort of pretense. Not saying that, you know, big channels are pretentious or anything, but you know, you just get me being me. A 11 and 11 and 10. Just trying to find number 11 and number 10. That's loyalist. Ah, there's 11 and 10. Yeah. You can't win them all. I mean, my channel's been going for over 5 years now, and you know, when I started, I thought I'd reach 1,000 sort of overnight, but it didn't happen. And to be honest, I'm kind of glad it didn't. I know that sounds weird to say it, but I don't think I could handle the pressure of being a big channel. You know, I like creating what I create, and I think that's what makes it so much more, you know, it I don't have to fulfill big expectations. You know, I don't have to keep people constantly entertained. You know, I don't have the pressures of a big channel. And I know I've mentioned in the past, you know, I kind of dream of being monetized, but I've discovered that from talking to other people, monetization is not all it's cracked up to be. It's a lot more complicated than it seems, because there's, you know, you're basically running a business and you have to do tax returns and things like that, all sorts of things I don't understand. So you basically become a business person, and I can't do that. I can't handle, you know, that's not pressure I want. That is not pressure I want or need in this life. So the less of that I have to worry about, the better. I don't think that's something I want, really. Having to be responsible for my own management, shall we say. If I was in the upper echelons, say like GB or Frivy Fox or something like that, then, you know, obviously I'd have people to represent me and help me out. But I've lost an arm. No, I haven't lost an arm. But you know, it's not something I need really. The responsibility of yeah, too much competition, and I'm not about competition. I'm about community, you know, sharing and being in, you know, involvement. I want people to be involved in what I create, and that's why I do sort of promotion of my content and the project. Because I want people to be involved. You know, it's a non-profit, voluntary project, and I know some people don't agree with that. You know, You know, I've had people say how much will you pay me to be, and I first of all, I can't afford to pay professionals. Everything I do is off my own back. Everything I create is off my own back. The artwork, the music, the videos. The characters, even the Discord server, even the dedicated Discord servers is my own work with you know, that others have joined and helped me to build. I don't do it on my own. You know, I have got people helping me, but they're all volunteers. Like, there we go. Would help if I tried to get the axe on the right way. But yeah, we've done it now, we've got it on the right way. And again, I'm going to try and give him I'm going to try and adapt his backpack. So I want them to try and be as close to Mark II looking. The only problem with plastic glue is it's very, very sticky, very, very quickly. Mentioning your just the Executioner. I'm going to call him my Executioner, my Chaos Army. And that's my Chaos Lord. It's an appropriate head. No, you carry on. You carry on. I'm just looking for... But I'm glad you mentioned it in your live stream. But I'm glad you've found a class you want to join. I think that's fantastic. I really do. I commend you for it. I think that's really good. It'll do you good socially and active wise, So, when do you think, well, that's good. That's good. That's good starting. And of course, there's always, as I said before, the free online. Yeah, you don't know. I always say, you never know until you try. And I think that's important. That's the important thing. Give it a try. There we go, my Chaos Space Marine Executioner with skulls on both shoulder pads. Yeah, and of course, you've got online as well, where you can learn and sort of practice. Now some of this stuff I think I'm going to leave because some of this stuff is for model repairs. I've got some metal miniatures to repair, but I haven't got the glue yet for it, so you know, I've got two built, a new Lord, new Chaos Lord, and Chaos Space Marine Executioner. Sage, hello! Hello, lovely to see you. I'm just sort of building Chaos Space Marines for my Warhammer 40,000 army, and you know, repairing. Well, once I get the glue, I'll be repairing my miniatures. So I'm just sort of just trying to find all the pieces I need for. Yeah, I'm reviving my Iron Warriors Chaos Space Marine army because I want to get back into Chaos Space Marines because there's a lot coming out for the game, and I bet I've just used the arms I wanted. No, so I've been doing some conversion work as well. So just sort of chatting as well, so I'm just trying to figure out. I didn't use the arms. Yeah, it's very cold here in Britain as well. It's we've had a bit of snow. We haven't had a lot of snow, but it's forecast. We tend to get our snow around January, February. There are people that place bets on whether or not it'll be a white Christmas, but they never win. They never win. So I can't see. You know, it's our climate here is now too warm in December. In fact, we had daffodils out in December, which goes to show how warm it's been here in the UK. yeah, so I thought I'd just go live tonight, have a bit of music playing, and work on a few models and just chat, really, you know. Keep it. I know, that's what we thought, and we thought when we saw them. Yeah, it's the problem for us is it's been very dry this winter. We've had very little rain, and it's not so much the snow that's the problem for us; it's the ice. You know, it gets really cold, it freezes. That's when the real problems begin. I have to be careful, because if I slip over, I could be injured. You know, that's the. I mean, anyone can be injured, but I am medically classed as a full risk, even in the best of times. So I have to be extra careful. $29.30, $31. I think that's the one I'm looking for. $29.30, $31. Yeah, you know, it's just nice to, you know, now, thing is, that's the thing, now all the bright lights of Christmas and New Year are gone, done and dusted. It feels a bit more, it's sort of the melancholy period of the New Year. Yeah, it's something I'm wanting to get back into, really, and revitalise. I've been wanting to do this for a while now, and I decided to work on the models on the base. Yeah, because my therapist has said to get back into doing hobbies, and of course I've got YouTube and all that as well, content creation, but so there we go, there's one of the miniatures. Yeah, I want to get back into script writing. I haven't written any scripts recently, which is and you know, just something I really want to do. Get back into voice acting. Hope to try and also get fit so I can get back into my cosplay and actually bring Maximus to the screen. You know, actually perform him on camera, because that's something I really want to do. I want to bring him to life a bit more. Yeah, it's as I say, I can't get in the costume at the moment. I've dropped an arm. At least I think I have. Luckily, I have a spare arm. I hope. Yes, I have. Always good to have spares. I've also discovered the joy of, you know, creating art and, you know, adult colouring books, things like that. So I'm getting into that as well. I've got brush pens for watercolour brush pens for some colouring books that I'm doing. Got some steampunk colouring books, which I haven't actually finished the first image yet, but when I do I will post it up on socials. You know, I want to branch out. I want to do more ASMR as well this year. I really want to sort of get back into what my roots. Oh, that's is that based on Nob? I believe is your goblin character. Oh, that's interesting. I've never heard of it. I mean, I've heard of cottage core, but not goblin core. That's I like that. I like that. Is that a more recent genre? Got it. Yeah. I mean, you know, my concept is more fantasy steampunk, really. There isn't really a core for what I create. I'll have to ask the people. I'll have to ask the others on the Discord server what they would class it as. I'm sure they have different ideas. There we go. Oh no, it's fallen off. Trying to get this plastic glue to stick is like trying to coax a the arms to the arm. Do it that way. Put the arms to the bit first before we attach it to the model. And the glue can you know, I'm getting back into other socials as well. I'm back on Twitter. I'm back on Twitter or whatever it's called now. I still know it's Twitter. You know. So yeah, well, you know, I'm reconnecting with. I'm trying to reconnect with sort of the communities that I've sort of lost touch with and fallen by the wayside. You know, it's kind of my fault. I mean, I had a very I've always called it Twitter, but 2025 for me was a very how should I put it, unpredictable year, and I decided I needed to reconnect because I've lost touch with so many people. You know, I've lost touch with entire communities and content creators, and I want to share what I'm doing and what I'm creating, and I think in order to do that, you've got to be active, or at least as active as you can be, if you want to find, you know, reconnect with there we go. I got it reconnected. And you know, I'm branching out with different styles of creativity. I mean, what you're hearing in the background is stuff that I've created. It's all part of yeah, it's not on my phone, it's on my laptop, because everything I share is through my laptop. I tend not to utilise my phone as much. Yeah, I totally agree. I totally agree. As I say, I do all my content creation because obviously I've got one Filmora and everything like that I have access to. as I say, I've been creating a lot of audio as well for royalty-free playlists for. I did. I use an app called Suno. I'm not a musician, but I've been creating a lot of music because I've been bored of a lot of the music that I use in my videos up till last year. I decided to create. I discovered Suno and decided to create my own playlists, and you know, it allows me to create royalty-free music, because obviously I have no way of being able to pay for professional content, so I do everything myself, creative, but I've got medieval music as well, not just this type of music, which is I split it into basically Lord of War and Heartache and Tales of the Caravan. But I've got medieval music as well, which I can. Where is it? QRS. There we go. I haven't heard of Alexander Nekarada. I'll have to check him out. Thank you. But you know, I do make this music available. That I am happy to make my music available as well if people want it. Thank you. I'll add him to my toolbox. I have what I call a digital toolbox, which I've just added him to my digital toolbox. So I've got another string to my bow. This is one of my Adventurers Guild pieces. This is City of Garalos. They've all got titles. Yeah, that's you know, everything from Adventurers Guild to everything in my world is represented. That's okay, Lacey. Always happy to have you here. We've sort of moved on. We've moved on from one playlist to. Oh. Some of it sounds a bit modern, but you know, I work with what I have available to me. There we go. Just needs his shoulder pads, and I'm not sure if I can get a tack on him. There's one. I'll play this one for Lacey because she likes this one. And I write all the lyrics. I write all the lyrics for these. I knew you'd like this one. I do. Actually, shall we have the music video? We can have the music video. As screen capture is on. There I am. We'll have the music video. There's all my latest music. We'll have the music video just for you, Lacey. Thank you, Sage. Yes, lovely. Yes, it's always a pleasure to have your presence. Yeah, sorry, I didn't want to interrupt the song. I know Lacey really does like that one, and I wanted to play that one for her. But there's other songs as well. You're always welcome. I'm going to play one of my personal favourites because this was the second music video I ever created. I love me a bit of symphonic metal. Now let's go with The Ember Light. We haven't heard that one for a long time.
Journeys
I could. But again, if you want to use that one, I can send that one to you as well. I can always send you any. Let me know whatever music you want, and I can send it to you because I've got it as MP3s, downloadable MP3s. So they're always accessible. I like making my music accessible. But yeah, anything you're interested in, let me know, and I will. Yeah, I will sort that one out for you after the live. I will send that over. Just checking. Yeah, that's that one. Yeah, I will sort that one out for you as well. I sent you the other one. I'll send you that one as well. Nice, slow, calm pieces. But yeah, I like a bit of sound in the background as well. We'll go back to the Music of the Caravan playlist. Yeah, I get copyright messages as well. So hopefully, I think by creating my own music, it makes it a lot easier because I'm not exactly going to be copywriting myself. Solidify, which is why I like using Epidemic Sounds and my own music, because obviously it's copyright free, so I don't have any problems. I got copyright issues when I played Christmas music, but when it's your own music, it makes it a lot easier. Trying to get the arms on this one. My new one will be the garage. What is currently the garage. It will be quieter, and I can be online longer because mum and dad's bedroom is next door to this one at the moment, and hopefully sort of getting my own space will give me getting a separate space away from up here. I can be a bit more active and there. Well, I don't know. Also, it's a bit more soundproof, so I can also record without worrying being disturbed. So, plus we can have longer live streams. No, well, yeah, we're sorting out stuff. Sort of now. Now Christmas is out of the way, we can start moving it forward a bit more. It'll make things a lot easier. and I can hopefully have my green screen up permanently. Which is what I'd really like from it, being able to, because the room I'm in now is going to become my bedroom. But you know, I'll be able to do so much more. Yes, yeah, I've been waiting 5 years for it. First there was COVID, and then other things happened, and life got in the way, and so it'd be nice to have a space that gives me a bit more creative I'm just looking for something. There we go. Yeah, I think so. I can talk. You know, I can do live streams longer. And, have a bit more. I can talk about the project a bit more openly. Hi Luna. You haven't missed much. Sage popped by, said hello, which was nice. I'm building models at the moment for 40k, Warhammer 40,000. I'm sort of doing Chaos Space Marines. I'm doing sort of specific styles of ideas to we're just chatting. Lacey, yeah, Lacey's still here, and sort of just talking about how New Year's went and what we've got planned for 2026. You know, I've got a lot of ideas for this year, and I was just saying that, you know, hopefully I'll get my new hobby room this year, which would be nice. If I can get the hobby room sorted, I'll be able to do bigger, better lives. I want to be more inclusive this year. I mean, not that I haven't been inclusive. Over the years, but. But there's a lot I want to get done this year, you know, but a lot of things I want to revisit and reconfigure, reconvene. pissed off now. Seriously, you know, I know, you know, this time of year is particularly tough for a lot of people, myself included. You know, it's well, that's something, you know. I'm always pleased to see a video from you. You know, it's always a pleasure to see your creativity at work. Seriously. Is it one of your characters, or is it something new, or is it sort of revisiting an old concept? Your videos? I'll probably make this the last model to build and sign off, because it is 20 past 10. Oh, I remember you mentioned them last time. Yeah. I like both. I like both concepts, I have to say. I think they're both equally perfect concepts for Okay, Lacey. Yeah. Yeah, I can. I mean, I've not done medical based videos on, as you know. Shoulder pads. Yeah, you know, I think really whatever you post will do well. You know, you're a very talented ASM artist and a very skilled content creator, and I really do mean that. I really do think that. You know, you have a lot of talent that deserves to be seen and shared. Yeah, I've been doing that a lot over the holiday period, napping. That's my Chaos Space Marine. What's the word I'm looking for? So what I've built tonight is my Chaos Lord. My Chaos Space Marine Executioner. Chaos Space Marine with Assault. Yeah, I'm the same. Heavy Bolter and Dark Apostle. Yeah, I'm exactly the same because you know, sometimes you have to be in the mindset of being able to want to do it. You know, that's how I look at it. You've got to be able to focus. If you can't focus, it's awful. It really is. You know, you've got to find the I nearly said find the groove, but I guess that is what it is. You know, a sort of groove to be able to want to do it, and there's no right or wrong way of doing things. You know, you've got to work it. You've got to go at your own pace. And, you know, having something to eat and then having a nap, I do find helps. I napped on Christmas Day for about 3 hours, and I napped several times over the holiday period, because I guess I needed it, you know. That's okay. That's okay. You know. Yeah. Yeah. I know. I understand. I think. You have to listen to your mind and your body really for that sort of thing, because you know you, if that makes sense. You know what you need and how you're feeling. I think it's just as you know, it is important to listen to your body and your mind in this world, because I think you know, everyone's different. Everyone is different, and I think, you know, as I said before, you know you. I think it's important to sort of. But no, I'm genuinely looking forward to seeing your new video, whichever one you post up. I always enjoy seeing what you create. It really does brighten the day to see anyone's video. Yeah, definitely. But I wish you all the very best. For your new video upload, and you know, thank you for coming. Thank you for being here. And you know, have a very, very good rest of your day and a good week. Just so you know, I plan to go live a couple of times this week, as I've been live yesterday and today. I probably won't go live tomorrow, but Wednesday and Friday I'll probably look at going live. So we'll have to see what happens. You know, I don't really schedule lives. I just go live on a whim. Anyway, I think I'm going to sign off, to be honest. It's gone 10:30. And I've been live for nearly 3 hours, so I think yeah, I think I'm going to sign off and call it a night. But thank you everyone who has joined me, and thank you to everyone who's been watching. And this is going to be available to watch back. I appreciate every single one of you. Please subscribe and view and like videos on my channel. Drop me comments. Every piece of interaction really means a lot to me. It really does. So I'm going to end it here, because I've been going nearly 3 hours, and it's 10:30. We've gone 10:30, and I need to get some sleep. And I will see you again for the next live. As I said, I probably won't be going live tomorrow, as I went live yesterday and today. I don't normally really aim for weekends, but Wednesday and Friday will probably be my next live streams. So I will see you then.